everybody, it's Lynnea with a video for Penguin Palace, and today I'm going to be showcasing the Summer Sunshine stamp set. This stamp is so cute. There's a little girl, there's a little cat sunbathing, which is so cute, and there's like a little beachy vibe to this stamp set. But what really caught my eye was this teeny tiny little watermelon slice. I love watermelon. I think it's the perfect summertime fruit. So many people in my family love watermelon. So I thought that I would create a background using this little watermelon stamp. So my idea is to just cut my cards into thirds, not actually cut it, but like visualizing it into thirds, and having that second portion be a line of these little watermelon slices. And now I'm going to grab my markers. Today I'm coloring with Ohuhu markers. These are just regular alcohol markers. They're new to me, but I've been using them for a couple weeks now, and I really do like them. So you may see me using them more often. And I am just going to do some simple alcohol marker coloring. So I will leave my pen cap colors up in the top left-hand corner of the screen there. I used two colors of green, dark on the edge, and then I just colored the middle in with a lighter. The little rind of this watermelon is super small, so I don't even know if you would necessarily need to do the blending, but I did just because. I'm using two shades of pink. 7 is my dark, 9 is my light. I'm starting with my dark and then coloring over it with my light, and the light and the dark are actually very close in color, so I ended up coming back and adding some more of the dark with the number 7 marker. So whenever I stamp images to color, I frequently stamp multiples because sometimes I color, like the hair and I don't like the blend that I got, or I don't like the color outfit. So I usually stamp multiples and color them. So that's why you see I have multiples here. And I picked out my two favorite girls, and I will eventually go with the more blonde hair colored girl. But I just have them sitting there on my desk for now. And I did use the coordinating die cuts to cut them out. So I thought that the background was looking kind of plain, and in the end, I don't know if I like it better the way I did it, or if I like it with this white background. I love a good white background card. But I'm going to take my Versa marker, and this is basically Versamark in a pen form, and I will color over each of these little watermelon slices, and then I can add some clear embossing powder over the top, and when I emboss that and heat set that, it is going to resist ink blending, or like if you did this on watercolor cardstock, it would resist watercoloring. There are so many different mediums and techniques you can do for resist. You could go over this with like a masking pen and wait for it to dry. You could go over it with glossy accents and wait for it to dry. You could even cut out bunches of teeny tiny little watermelon slices with masking paper and blend over it. But all of those require way too much work for my liking. So that is why I frequently, when I do masking, I use the Versa marker and clear embossing powder. I just think it's super easy. And you can see me blending over the top of it here. Go right over top, and that embossing powder is going to resist the ink. So I've chosen two of my favorite colors of distress ink. I have Spiced Marmalade, and that is where I'm going to go over the watermelon slices, and then I will blend that out with a little bit of Squeezed Lemonade. These colors are like the perfect summer color to me. Even though it's like a lot of times orange and yellow, you think of fall. To me, I see the summer sunshine when I see these two colors blended together. So I'm just going to very quickly and very easily blend that background. And then I will take a dry cloth and just buff off any excess ink that may be sitting on top of the embossing powder. As I was starting to put this card together, I thought that I needed some more texture to the background. And if you follow my social media, watch my channel, you know how much I love watercolor paint spatters in the background. So I'm going to do that with my black ink. And I am using just a number 2 round brush. The bigger the brush, the more paint you're going to hold, so the bigger droplets you're going to get. This is a relatively small watercolor brush, so it holds very little paint, and you get those fine dots. And that's what I wanted. I thought it would kind of mimic watermelon seeds in the background. And then you saw me, I did go in with a little bit of the extra ink that was in my paintbrush and just add spots where I wanted them to go. Rather than keeping on spattering my paper and then I would get ink maybe where I didn't want it to go, I just added them with my paintbrush. I stamped the sentiment. The word sweet comes from the Rabbit Cafe stamp set, and the word summer comes from the Summer Sunshine stamp set. That sweet I have been using on so many cards. I think it's so versatile and it goes with everything. So I'm popping up my little images and my sentiments with some foam squares. I'm going to use my T-square ruler just to make sure that my sentiments are nice and straight. And then to finish off this card, I am going to use some clear Wink of Stella shimmer overlay pen. I use that a lot just to bring some extra shimmer to my cards, and I think that makes it just the finishing touches. So that's it for my card. You can head over to my blog if you want to see some still photos of this card and get some product links. Remember to head over to the Penguin Palace website. You could pick up this gorgeous new Summer Sunshine stamp set and add that to your collection. You know you want to. I will see you guys next time. Bye.